Well, I must say this is my Saint-Eugene de Ladriere is my my problem in flying. I have encountered here more problems in this little town than I did in the year and a half anywhere else. Don't know why. It's just the way it is. I came here, I did this one on about 1 week ago. It was a little bit sunny, cloudy day mixed back. I wanted to fly in 2 stations, one starting at the municipality and the other one I will start later at the church. And you will realize quite easy. When I started at the church, I took a flight around, went to the entrance of town, came back. I was pretty high up. When I came down, I thought maybe I came down too fast because all of a sudden I lost control of the flyer, of the quad, and it went down, crashing down from about 30 meters up. Strange enough, it survived completely. It didn't hit the road. I thought it may hit the road, but it actually did not hit the road. It just went perfectly down to, well, on a piece of grass, on a little, the way it bounced, it must have been just perfect. There was nothing broken. There was not even a dent anywhere, no mark. Everything working perfectly afterwards. The gimbal was okay, the camera was okay. Only mine being so nervous, having this quite large crash, I went there and I turned off the power completely, and I turned off the camera without shutting down the taping. That means the film was never processed, so this film became completely useless. I cannot use it to tell me what happened on the flight. I was hoping to get some proof of what happened on this flight. But I guess I did the shot down, cutting down a bit too over them. So I added this on my checklist. When you finish with something, first turn off the taping, then wait till it shows that the added sequence has been added to your storage, and then turn off the GoPro. Well, live and learn. Now I figured, okay, a few days later, since I put this to my error, personal error, a few days later I went today and flew from the same place, right beside the church on the left side when you stand at the entrance of the church. It's a nice free area. Took all my measurements, took my time, set home point, took off, and the moment I passed the trees, I knew I was actually not controlling it. I'm flying FPV, so I'm sitting in there, and the quad is going the completely opposite way than what I'm trying to get it to. Well, life's a bitch. I tried everything. I panicked, and I did. You will see on the road where it is flying over towards this farm, on the left side there is a little hill. That's where I later went to scan for it, because I had a Flyaway about 6 months ago, and a fully full equipped flew away on me. Never found it back, never got it back. So I started to look for replacement ideas, what to do in case this happens again. So I bought myself, for my new Phantom 2, I bought myself a Marco Polo pet retrieving system, especially for radio controlled rockets and planes. And this was my first ever tryout of this. It was functioning. I had turned it on. I've been very careful with this. So it's a little sender that is on standby, and only when you look for it with the handheld module, you actually activate it to let you know where this little sender is located. It worked at this day today. It worked from a distance from over 1 kilometer. That's a altimeter, mile and something, mile and a half almost, mile and a third. Now here I'm not sure in what sequence my narrating comes in, but when I finally decided I know I'm out of control, I passed the farm and I went very nearly the road. I turned off my center. I realized, hey, I cannot get it back myself. I just turned off the machine. And strange enough, I did the same with my last flyaway, but this Phantom never came back. So I didn't put much hope on this one. I packed up my stuff, hung around for a minute or two, and I left to look for my Phantom. I went up to that hill which I mentioned. You see the main road going up, because to look with this system I'm having, it's better to be elevated anyway. So I went on the hill and I got the signal by 17% power. It shows the distance. If it's only 3%, it's really far away. If the nearer you get, the more percentage you get. And so it was 70%. I had to change different locations. As soon as I go down in the valley, I lost a bit contact. There was a farm in between. I asked the farmer if I could go searching on his land. He gave me permission, so I went on a little hill there. And it showed again that my Phantom is in the direction of the church. Well, so I figured, okay, let's go back there. And I thought it would be behind that hill that is before the church. I thought it would be somewhere there. I drove around, couldn't find an entrance, so I figured I will walk there from the church where I parked. And on my parking spot waiting for me was my Phantom. It actually, this time the auto return worked, and it came back exactly on the spot where it took off. Thank God something on this automatic worked this time. I would have hated to lose another $2,000. I added a few sequences of people walking by. Some people saw it coming down, so they were interested. Neighbors came by, talked a little bit. It's in French, of course, but they had some. It was quite funny. It took about, for me to get back there, took about 32 minutes, and I got a few conversations there. From people who came by, wondered what it was, took a look at it, touched it, poked it with a stick probably, and on the end,